Practice with foreigners who speak English.
Practicing with the foreigners or local speakers is the best way, you think?
Of course, I think so.
I mean, I always recommend going to a country that speaks English. You'll learn more.
So I moved to UK. I went to London, and when you move, it's like the only way you can practice, basically.
Yeah. What would you like to advise the foreigners or the people who just started to learn English? What would you like to advise them to improve?
I think the best thing is to start to see films in English, like with subtitles, and then from there move to a country they are English speakers, and that is the way. You just have to move there, like go to the country, like be practicing with tourist people, like in your hometown. It makes you improve, but it's not the best way. At least like 3 months being abroad, that will be the solution.
I'd say if you watch American or British movies and listen to radio stations that have like the BBC World Service, then you'll learn really good English.
Yeah. How they improve their spoken skills in English?
Yeah, I guess you'd have to just talk with friends, watch a movie, try and remember the lines of the movie, and then maybe, communicate with friends.
Yeah. Practicing is one of the most important thing, you mean?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, I always recommend going to a country that speaks English. You'll learn more.
I think the best way was watching movies, Netflix, comics. I read with reading and watching comics, movies.
How to improve your spoken lesson, spoken skill?
Travel.
Yeah.
Travel and speak with friends.
Yeah. What makes sense in travel? What is the difference between watching movie and practicing English? What is the difference?
I'm not sure. It's when I watch it, I understand it and learn what means is, but to talk is a bit different again. Like you need this accent and this, put them everything together. It's completely different.
There are some ways to learn English, like from YouTube channels, like in university or schools. And also the most important, watching movies. Practice with foreigners who speak English.
Well, when I was younger, there was no online classes, so you're lucky that you can learn online. If you have a lot of willpower, you just go online, choose the level of the course that you want to take, and you can do that. The best thing if you go abroad, but it's better if you start with a basic English. Or if you watch cartoons for kids, that's a good way. Or if you fall in love with someone, then you're really will to learn the language. Yeah.
So you mean like practicing is important?
Yeah, it's really important. Yeah.
What would you like to advise beginners?
Beginners? Yeah, just start with simple things and then move on. Don't go faster, because it's important to have good basis.
Read some maybe English books, because consume as much information in English as you can. Watching movies teaches you words and so on, but speaking teaches you how can you say your mind, what you're thinking, and expressing yourself with words, and together helping the body also tell what you want to tell. And also if you speak even with native speakers, so then you can they can correct you and you can hear their accent, and it just helps you improve.
But I would advise to try different pronunciation, English, American, and try to have patience. English requires patience, requires time, and everything will be fine at the end.
What would you like to advise the beginners of English speakers?
As I have already mentioned, have patience, organize your time. I mean, you have to.
For me, when I finished the high school, I was like in a bad level of English learning. But then I went to the university, and I found out that there are opportunities to participate in the youth exchanges Erasmus Plus project for 1 week. So I started to go there in the different countries to speak with the different people all around Europe. That was my easiest way of learning not only English but other countries' languages.
Practicing with the foreigners or local speakers is the best way, you think?
Of course, I think so. Because from the other countries, they came also with the similar level of English, so you're all together in the same level. So I think it's the easiest way and also the funny way to learn.
The formal education that you learn in universities or school doesn't work itself.
It's for the basics, yes, it's okay for the grammar, how to write it, but if you want to travel, if you want to speak with the foreigners, I think it's the best way.